and welcome to another episode of Smash Writing.
If you didn't hear that, he said another episode. He kind of just
Another episode of Smash Writing.
like choking on his tongue.
I'm Paul. That's Justin. And now we're talking about films that we're looking forward to.
In the newest of years.
Yes. 2022 is going to be, I feel like it's going to be a stack if, with the streaming movies and theater movies, whether they get pushed until middle of the year. Nevertheless, I think it's going to be a stack type of year. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into our top 10 films that we are excited to look forward to.
Yeah.
And, these are also, you can call this a preview of reviews to come. Let's start with Justin's number 10.
My number 10 is Catwoman Hunted. We're starting off with an animated movie that's going straight to probably HBO Max. Ding! Like DC animation tends to knock it out of the park all the time. I'm glad we're getting something that's not surrounding the normal players here. The trailer looked kind of fun. Looked like you got Batwoman in there. I'm sold.
Poison Ivy?
I don't think Poison Ivy. I didn't see Poison Ivy. I don't think so.
That's his favorite character.
Poison Ivy is the best character.
The one and only character that matters is Poison Ivy. My number 10 is Sonic 2. This film was the last film that we went to go see before the pandemic started, and we raved about Sonic in every way possible. From the way they introduce everybody from top to bottom, the way they gave Tails the cameo. Looking forward to what they have in store for us.
Edge's elbow is playing Knuckles. No, you got Knuckles up there. That's all you really needed.
I even the trailer, the way they introduced them.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Okay.
I'm sure YouTube will ruin it for me eventually.
It's coming out in April, so that's a long way to stay away from these trailers.
Yeah, I can't stay away from another movie's trailers I'll talk about here shortly.
Everything they did right in Sonic 1, I am looking forward to Sonic 2 because of this. The trailer, introduction of Knuckles and everything else like that, and Sonic and Tails working together. It's almost like the video game itself, so I am looking forward to it. That's my number 10.
My number 9 is The Batman.
Ugh.
I'm looking for it. I was excited by the trailer. It looks good. There's not much more I can say. We're getting a Riddler. It's looking like they're going to go real hard with mystery kind of deal. Then Batman to be detective.
Colin Farrell as the Penguin was so unrecognizable. You did not know it was Colin. You're like, wait, he's in this film? Where? You're like, the Penguin? No way. Honestly, they could have gave us like a 15-second clip of the teaser that they did with the red screen with him appearing as Batman, and that was it. Yeah.
That was never gonna happen. We're just gonna dodge at least 2 or 3 more trailers.
I hope not.
I won't be able to. But Robert Pattinson too. I'm curious on how he's gonna do with Bruce.
Yeah, and this is a younger Batman. Supposedly, this is literally just when he...
this is like a year 1 Batman.
So...
fresh off the boat.
You're not going to get the veteran type of Batman, and you're going to get someone that's probably going to be sloppy.
More vengeful kind of deal. Definitely looks like he's going to be battling people.
He's just pissed. I didn't have an issue with the casting.
No, I don't have an issue with it.
Because everybody that's been cast in the role, they were always not the typical person you would go and
there was always an agenda and outcry against them. There was an outcry over Ben Affleck, and now everyone wants Ben back.
Yeah.
There was an outcry over Keaton, and look at how that went. There's always an outcry when there's someone cast, and it's 9 times out of 10.
And then we always say, wait until you see the product.
Yeah.
He could be the best Batman of all time. You don't know. We don't know. Wait till you see the film. My number 9...
The only cast I knew was going to be bad was Tom Cruise's Jack Reacher.
Because you don't like Tom Cruise.
He's not Jack Reacher.
Guess what we're going to do a review on next time?
No, I won't. Not enough money in the world to make me watch that movie.
My number 9, I have yet to actually watch the trailer. I know it's coming out in like a month or so.
I considered putting this on my list, but...
Okay.
No, totally.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's coming out on Netflix, I believe, in February. February, like 4th actually.
February or March, something like that.
Yeah, it's early in the year. I have not yet to watch a trailer. Why I like, because I like the franchise. The 2003 remake. The
2003 remake is the best. The best they have to offer.
Yeah. The worst film so far today for me was the 2013 film. It was just called Texas Chainsaw because nothing added up right. I feel like they had a bunch of the dumbest writers to make this movie.
That's one of the, I'm very happy that Netflix is starting to really get into horror.
Yeah.
Please do more.
There's a bunch.
Especially after Fear Street, I'm here.
Yeah, Justin's now on Netflix. But no, I wanted, like I said, I'm staying away from the trailer.
Even if it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, always seems to smash out the remake. Knock it out of the park. The first Texas Chainsaw movie, obviously, great. The 2003 remake was phenomenal.
Oh, that was haunting.
But then they started pumping out these sequels.
The beginning,
the prequel. The prequel to the prequel. Here's another prequel.
Yeah, the first prequel was like months before the 2003 film in story. Then the prequel was Leatherface.
It's always they can always knock it out of the park when they remake it or take it back to the base route.
Yeah.
But it's I no longer am hyped for these movies because what comes next is always bad.
Right. I'm giving Netflix a chance, so I am looking forward to watching it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's my number 9.
Our number 8's on the same thing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's just bang this one out.
Number 8 for me and number 8 for him is Scream 5. YouTube is really ruining my life for this movie. Stop it with the ads. I'm begging you.
I have not watched. I don't think I watched I watched the first trailer, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't even fully watch it.
Well, when you have a franchise like Scream and your worst movie is Scream 3, you're doing something right.
I thought many people thought Scream 4 was the worst.
No, I hear 3 a lot.
Okay.
But
1 and 2 are high in high regard. Yeah.
Scream just has so many great movies. A lot of early screenings are coming out saying this is great too. Actually, when this drops, it might actually already be out.
I'll have this up before.
You'll have it up before?
Yeah.
Normally we drop by the week, so...
Yeah, I'll make sure this episode might be back to back with last week's episode, but it will be up in time to promote basically this film.
But Scream 5 just has... It's Scream! That's the end.
They introduced a gold mask.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this film to watch.
They always do something revigorating.
Yeah. The roles, they break the fourth wall with the roles of finding out the killer and talk about the movies. When Scream 4 came out back in 2011, it was all right. It was there was a gap, and you're like, okay, let's bring it back. Let's see where it goes. There was a lot of hype, and people were disappointed that the numbers didn't look the way they should have. And they were like, well, Scream 5 is never going to happen. Now, to my understanding, they're not calling this Scream 5, but
it's Scream.
It's just Scream.
It sounds like it's going to be a take on reboots and remakes.
Of course, that would be the style that they would.
Yeah.
They would give you a good horror film and stick it to naming these films after the first film.
Well, like I said, Scream always does. They always call out where horror is in today's culture.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that they're trying to reboot kind of deal.
Right, and the tagline I think is everybody knows the killer. It's somebody in your group or something like that. So they're going to make a little twist and turns. I don't know if I'll be able to see it when it first comes out. Justin is, but no doubt at some point in this year I will be seeing this film. But that's our number 8. I think that's the only film we actually agree in position.
Yeah. My number 7.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The trailer looks really weird.
Trippy.
Yeah, but it's a Doctor Strange movie. It's got to be trippy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Strange get another solo film on his own. I kind of want to see what if any bleed over from Spider-Man there's going to be.
Yeah.
I'm just really curious about what this movie is.
Yeah, and what doors are going to be open next? Obviously, Spider-Man. The deal between Marvel and Sony looks to be in good shape. What are we going to see in the multiverse?
Yeah.
That's the peak right there.
What's coming through?
Yeah,
I'm not expecting Spider-Man. Not expecting it.
No, they're keeping him out. Yeah, I don't think you'll see Toby or Andrew either.
No, I'm not expecting anyone. This will be some. This is going to stick closer to Strange, but we know Wanda's coming in, so that'll be fun.
My number 7 is Jackass Forever.
Yeah, you're certainly a jackass for putting this on the list.
I love Jackass. I would, this idea of a Jackass 4 has been in the works forever, and right now there is, they're bringing new people on, obviously because maybe they want to continue the brand of Jackass.
Well, yeah, they need to bring in younger people.
So I'm kind of, I seen like a behind the camera clip of it because they were introducing these guys and who they are. I don't know if I'm completely sold on them because I grew up watching the original crew, but no doubt they are now in their 50s. They ain't going to do everything as crazy, and they want to keep the brand alive.
Well, Johnny's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no comment on that. But you know what, Johnny, he gets shot and everything else like that, so, I mean, he can sell a wrestling move.
Yeah, I'm nuts. He can be thrown over a top rope.
And he will probably make sure he tries to land on his neck on purpose. So, yeah, that might not be a bad thing for the Royal Rumble. But there is the Bam Margera situation. That's a black cloud over this film because Bam is a founding member, and obviously his drugs and alcohol addiction got him kicked out, which is crazy when you think about the Jackass crew. But nevertheless, I would like to...
They offered to get him help.
And
they intervention.
No. Yeah, and he said no, and they had to let him go for all due purposes. But yeah, Jackass Forever.
All right.
Your number 6.
My number 6. Salem's what? Vampires. Moving on.
That's it. That's all you gotta say. That's Justin's right there.
All right. The first movie was good. Don't have that guy looking like him though, because that was awful vampire costume. Awful vampire look. And the miniseries is pretty good too.
My number 6 is Uncharted, starring Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland. Over the years, just not from Spider-Man, I have grown to be a Tom Holland fan. I did a review, Cherry, that was back in the summertime too, off of Apple Plus TV. I think he's a brilliant actor. I'd love to see more roles from him because I don't want him, with him being so young still, I don't want him to be signed to just Spider-Man. He has to be bigger than he is now to get over that thing. I'm looking forward to this. Mark Wahlberg's probably a good addition piece. I think Mark Wahlberg makes everybody better that he's in the film. He may not be the best actor, but you pair him with somebody that has good chemistry with him, he makes them better in the film better.
Yeah.
So number 6 is Uncharted.
My number 5 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. For everything he said at the beginning.
Everybody's going to have. If you want to do a top 10 film, I think Sonic has to be there. My number 5 is Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I think the Fantastic Beasts are going to branch off because this is all screenwriting now. So they're taking the little plots of J.K., what she did with Dumbledore, and making them into a film. I think Dumbledore's character deserved to have his own character, own film, not really be associated with Fantastic Beast. But nevertheless, I am curious to see where it goes. Definitely with the Johnny Depp situation where he got cut basically like 2 days into filming his scenes. How will they fix that? And how?
Okay, they replaced them. I can't remember with who though.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that too. I think it's another name that could sell that position. That character that he is in. So
I think people are overhyping Johnny Depp as a whole. When Johnny Depp hasn't been anything since the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I mean the first one. Because after that, it got old and tired real quick.
That is true. I mean, I like probably there was a couple films before that movie where I did like Johnny Depp, but I don't think as a whole I like Johnny Depp.
No,
the situation is the situation, but I don't think I really was a Johnny Depp fan.
it's like you see pictures of him, like you'll see like 9 pictures of all the characters he's played in makeup and everything. It's like, great, the makeup artists around him are fantastic. What do you want?
Yeah, but yeah, that's my.
Before we, if they'd have focused on actual Fantastic Beasts in this trilogy instead of working this weird Dumbledore and Grindelwald story in there, and then
the first film the first film was good with the books, but then they were like, oh, it made money. Let's now make up our own stuff.
Yeah, just like you could have done a series of movies based around Fantastic Beasts. Mm-hmm. Instead of working this weird Grindelwald and Dumbledore thing
and all that, yeah. I think because the product got old with Fantastic Beasts, but they wanted to continue the brand. But anyway, that's my number 5. Let's go with your number 4, which once again we're pretty close on with this one. But go with your number 4.
My number 4 is Jurassic World Dominion. I actually really liked Jurassic World too. I had a lot of fun with it.
The Fallen Kingdom.
The Fallen Kingdom. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I would have let the dinosaurs out too.
I mean, that's basically summing it up.
There's not even thought, just hit the button, bam!
When this franchise came back under the Jurassic World banner, obviously I'm a Chris Pratt fan, seeing him as Star-Lord and a bunch of other films now. Now as Grady Owens in this, I think it was made exciting. Each film honestly seems, the Jurassic World was good, then Fallen Kingdom was better. So this Jurassic World Dominion.
Domino. That's what I work with on this.
This third film seems to be, on track to be better. Like we said before.
Oh, we're getting Grant back.
Yeah.
That's gonna be exciting to see where he fits into this.
You're getting literally all the main characters from the previous series, either.
Are we getting Kirby back? I think his name was Kirby from the third one. He ran the plumbing store. He was the guy, him and his wife are the one who had to go save their son.
And they
bring him back.
The grant to get they basically
bring them back and have their checks still bounce. Best movie in the series if they bring them back and the checks still bounce.
Like Grandma, you still owe me from that time that I almost died. See, like all that fun about that. The
that William Macy played in that role. I think it was.
Yeah. And he can act in any role you can do.
Yeah.
Just watch Shameless or but Jurassic World.
It's dinosaurs. They do dinosaurs so well. I want to see dinosaurs chasing people. That's what I want out of this.
That's actually my number.
Oh, don't skip to it. Just go.
Well, my number 4 was The Batman. Pretty much what we talked about. Yeah. Same with Jurassic World is my number 3.
So my number 3?
So just when we're matching up so close like this.
Yeah, your 4 is The Batman.
My 3 is Jurassic World.
My number 3 is Prey, which is the next Predator movie. All we've seen is pictures. That's all I need. Don't show me a trailer. Do better, Hulu.
Oh wait, this is on Hulu?
Yeah, it's going to Hulu.
Okay. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Well, I just saw like the movie poster itself is like you see the warrior with the bow, and she's like backpedaling in the fog, and you see the silhouette of the Predator behind her, and it's like, oh, you're taking it back in time. This is going to be so much fun.
If they do it right.
I think they will. Just focus on the... It looks like they want to take it back to what the first one was, a hut in a forest. I like the fog being different than the forest. I'm sure it's still going to be in the forest and everything.
My number 2 is Thor, Love and Thunder. When Thor... the Thor series has another series that has gotten better with each film. You can go, well, Thor, the first film was the second one was great, definitely with Tom selling Loki as, like this type of character. And the third film was just off the charts.
Yeah.
The comedy, the third film came right around the time of the 2016 Ghostbusters film.
Yeah.
So nobody knew Chris Hemsworth could be funny. And when they seen that he was probably the saving grace in the 2016 film, they were like, they just let him rip, and he was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought
the supporting
Ragnarok.
character.
Ragnarok really changed it because it's like, instead of trying to make him this, what do we make him this?
Yeah.
And it fit the role.
And the character Thor as a whole over the MCU series has evolved and went through ups and downs. And even the pictures regarding Thor in this one, where he's like now super, super bulky, you know there's going to be some type of funny jokes in there. Let Chris be Chris, let him continue his comedy chops.
And we're getting Jane taking the hammer from him.
Yeah.
Jane's taking the hammer from him, and I really want to see how that turns out. Because Lady Thor is awesome.
And bringing, why am I drawing a Jane? Who plays her? I'm literally drawing a blank on her name. And I know who she is. I'm just forgetting.
Sad man.
Natalie Portman.
There you go.
Bringing her back after she was absent, and because I don't think she didn't like where her character was at, and she just wanted to stay clear. Bringing her back was a big deal.
Yeah.
Definitely when in the comics, when he passed the torch to Jane, you're like...
I don't know how it worked in the comics. I don't remember if he died.
Yeah, I think he
or
died.
Or he passed it off to her.
No, he died, but she wailed it.
She was dying from cancer, and taking the mantle is what saved her.
Yeah. So all those things wrapped up, I'm looking forward to it. Let's go with your number 2.
Number 2, once again, for the 3rd time in a row.
Really? This movie's been pushed back?
This started in 2020 when I started, or 2019 going into.
Wow.
Seriously, I will burn down this house with Polly inside of it if Bob's Burgers does not drop this year. Cannot stress it enough how much I want this movie.
Okay, the fact that you just threatened to burn down my house is enough right there. Oh my! I didn't understand that. It was like you put this on your list 3 years.
3 years. You don't know why I know it's the 3rd year? Because I made the thumbnail for it the last 2 years. It was our thumbnail for it.
And keep the tradition alive.
Yeah, I'm keeping it alive. But I just want this movie. I think everything that has been wrong with the world has been because this movie hasn't dropped. All the happiness is gone.
All the happiness is gone. My number 1, we just talked about it a little bit ago. Doctor Strange. It's going to open so many doors. There's going to be cameos left and right. It is truly going to introduce the next phase, full-time phase 4, where now you're really into it now. You're going to see what was the aftermath.
What's coming out of the multiverse.
Yeah, and obviously the aftermath of what Doctor Strange did for Spider-Man. You're going to have everything. Phase 4 is in full effect with this film.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped to see it. That's my number 1.
My number 1, I just realized I had animated movies for number 1 and 2. And 10.
Yeah, you have 3 overall.
My number 1 is Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse was incredible. I love the Miles Morales character in it. I love the animation, the drawing style, the fight sequences, the characters. This is number 1 by a long shot. Not even thinking about it.
The good thing is, we keep our list. We're gonna, gotta wonder if our favorite films are gonna still end up the way this preview kind of is.
I can see Bob Burgers being my number 1 movie.
Yeah, it's gonna okay. Spoiler in
12 months. Bob Burgers will be number 1 if they decide to drop the movie.
Just please drop the film so we can move on from this, and we don't want to do 4 years in a row with Bob's Burgers.
No, he doesn't want to deal with the insurance claim from when I burned his house down.
I think what's going to happen, that would be murder, because we're not going to be in this house. But until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.